Okay people, so in today's video, I'm gonna give you my first thoughts on the new Grand Theft Auto San Andreas Definitive Edition. Now, first thing, the graphics are silly. Like, I was the one that got suckered into buying the PS4 thing that was like really the PS1 version in it, and it was there was that big black borders, it was crusty, bare fuzzy, it was just mad, unplayable in it. I jump on this thing and I got a little bit wild in it. I started saying things like, this is like GTA 5. Okay, it's not that sick in it, but the difference is astonishing in it. Like, I don't know how they did it in it, but the graphics are looking very, very good. They're looking silly. There's no fuzziness at all in it. Like, zero fuzziness. Like, the game's looking mad sharp. Like, the lighting, the shadows. Like, I'm sure there's ray tracing in this game, innit? I swear down, there is ray tracing in this game. When you're driving whips, you can see everything shining off the bonnets and the top and that. You can see everything. Lights are turning green, red. You see billboards. Everything you're going past is just perfect reflections. I'm like, raw. Okay, shadowing is looking mad. Like, I'll try and show a picture of just like, I had to take a snapshot. It was just looking crazy. Like, you can see man's shadow in the background looking proper. Like, there's even fog in that. Like, at night time when you see the lights, bare fog man seeing and that. Like, it's kind of mad. I think all of the assets have been remodeled in it. I'm sure like pretty much all of them have been like remodeled. They've been retexturized. Like, it's pretty much a remaster, without like having to do all the audio, all the voice acting, and like remodeling the movements and all that. You get me? Like, all that's the same, but they have give it a nice clean coat of paint in it. Like, there's hardly any like graphical jankiness in it. Like, you can see a few things going on, like with it's a bit hard to say, like, say when I was on the bike doing wheelies and that, to be a little bit like, just like ghosting effects. Like, I don't know if it's the right term to say ghosting, but you could see like something going on in it, but it looked like it was part of the style. I'm not gonna lie, it looked proper. Like, it wasn't offensive. Like, somehow they've managed to keep the same art style, but the sharpen it up fully in it, which must be hard to do in it, because it's like the colors, like it's pastel-y, like that color palette is not something you'd probably use today in it. Somehow they just like refreshed the shit out of it, and now it looks fucking amazing. Like, I'm not seeing much weather mechanics in that. I've seen it rain. Obviously you got like the full day night cycle, dusk and dawn, which looks sick as well. Like, reflections, everything. Like, they've done very good stuff with the lighting in it. Like I said, I swear there's ray tracing in this thing. Let me just turn this. The sound, is proper. They've definitely done something with the sound in it. Like, the voice acting at first was a little bit jarring to me in it, because it kind of sounded like low quality compared to like today's games in it. But when I'm playing it the next day, I can't really hear that. So it's either just the beginning or certain characters maybe ride up.
This tilt overlooking East Beach. Better yet, you better wait until it's dark. Catch the motherfucker while he in bed.
Yeah. Or man's just got used to it in it, and it's not that bad. Like, after a few hours of playing in it, So, but I thought I'd point it out still. Now I'm pretty sure all the sound effects have been like preserved in it, but they've done something to them in it to make them like just pop. Like they're definitely high quality than they used to be in it.
Hey, guess what? It's low. You got the green like them balls?
Like I get it in it. Like, it must be pretty much not possible in it to like redo all the sounds. Otherwise it would be a remake in it. So they basically reused the sound assets, which makes sense in it. Like just the sound alone is gonna cost a lot of dough, so that's where they're making up their peas right there. It's probably why they didn't want to do a full remake in it. They would have had to just redo the game, and I'm sure it was an expensive game to make still, probably more expensive to make now if you want to redo some of those licenses, some of those artists and stuff with the music and that are a lot bigger now. So I'm sure it's like that. Some of the mechanics have been updated, like for instance weapon wheel taken straight out of GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2 in it. Serious mechanical updates. No more going one by one to the left or the right, you get me, long. Now weapon wheel up, I think even slow-mos, I have to check still. Select your thing in it. Like nothing long, you just clap the L1 button. The shooting seems different, but it's the same in it. Like you hold L2 to aim, you can flick the right stick to change the auto lock from person to person. You just clap with the R2 in it. Like obviously the symbols and the icon assets have changed, but like the shooting's basically the same in it. I can't remember like how drive-bys used to be, but now you just like when you're driving, you just literally press R1 or L1 and it will just start clapping out the window as long as you got like a Uzi or something in it. I can't remember how that used to be. I think it did used to be a little bit different in it. Like I think you could aim your gun out the window without firing before in it. Now it just fires, I'm pretty sure. Mini games and missions have also been refined. Like no more failing missions for mistiming inputs and stuff. You get me? Everything's displayed nice, big and clearly, unlike the original. I used to, it used to piss me off still. Like altogether, the whole button config seems to be just like updated to like the modern standard in it. There's certain things that just would not run today in it. Like there's certain things that can't be in no new game today. So they've refined everything to be like as fresh and up to date as possible in it. And they have done a very good job with that, I reckon. A bit wonky in the first couple of minutes and that, because there are obviously a few, like for example, I think L1 and X when you're on the bike, they both bunny hop in it. So things like that would have you like kind of baffled in that. I know, like, but yeah, they've done their best in it to make it like up to the current standards in it. All mechanics, yeah, that were in the original are in this game as well in it. So going gym, getting buff, flipping, driving skill, flying skill, stamina, like I think lung capacity is in it. I'm not sure about that one, but all the skills that were in there before are in this one as well in it. So you don't have to worry about none of that stuff. Like, I am still at the beginning of the game in it, so I will be looking out for like any new mechanics or little sort of changes that might be in the game in it. I think there are a couple in it, so like this is only like a first thoughts thing. When I drop the review, I'll make sure everything's in there in it. Like fun fact, yeah, the clutch works in this game in it. I'm sure it did before this. I don't know if it was the first game where it dropped it, yeah, but if you're on a hill and you like pull the R2 button slightly, you'll start rolling back in it. Or if you like on a decline, you'll start rolling forward in it. them touches there. Like the mechanics in this game are just tremendous, really and truly, in it. Like it's mad. Like it's mad. And like check the moon out as well. Like the night cycle looks amazing now. Like you can see the moon just drifting through the sky and thing. Like it's kind of crazy, to be fair. Like so far, yeah, this trilogy, San Andreas in particular, because I've not played the other two yet, has been like 100% true to the original in terms of look, feel and graphics. I've got a sneaky suspicion, mad tongue twister there. I've got a sneaky suspicion, yeah, that there's songs that are missing in it. I can't prove this yet though, like more investigation needed in it, but just like the vibe and that. Like, but this is important in it, and it will like have a large effect on what man can say about the game in it. So I'll definitely like make sure to do that investigating before the review and thing. You get me? Like, but this game is basically the same original game, but better in it. It's like updated graphically and the way it plays as well. Like, if music has been cut from this game, yeah, it will literally be the only thing that's bad about this game, innit? Like, but still say, like, if it's only like 2 tunes that's missing, yeah, then you can say this is definitely the best way to play this game, innit? You could probably argue that if 25% of the tunes were missing, yeah, that is still the best way to play this game, innit? But like I say, there's an argument that can be made there, innit? I'm not saying it's fact. This game in 2021, yeah, with all its touch-ups and thing, makes this game still a fun game to play, innit? Like, I've been gassed, I've been chewing into this game, innit? Like, fast. Like, as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna go slap it back on, innit? Stream it on Twitch. G-Tech wins. Plug. Like, the excitement is not as crazy as like when the game first came out, where I clutched the last copy that was in the shop and man was underage, so I had to get an adult to buy me the game. Got the game, got it yard, and slapped it up till 7 a.m. in the morning, you get me? And slapped it again that day as well, you know, like that. Sometimes nostalgia just don't hit like it should do, you get me? This game's different though. Nostalgia hits hard. Is this game worth buying? Listen, I've not started GTA 3 or Vice City, yeah, but I think I'm gonna say yes though. Like, if this one's anything to go by, then flipping it, man. All there needs to be is weapon wheeling, eat all of them, and it's a wrap, really. So, like, if you like all 3 of them, you're good. If one of them's your favorite, you're good. If one of them's your favorite and you kind of like the other ones like me, bruv, you're fine. You're fine. Copy it quick. Get in there. Chew it up. Nostalgia wins. But yeah, that's my first thoughts of this game, innit? Like, you can safely delete all your copies of the trilogy that you own so far, in it, and just clap this one and you're gravy. Gone.